G'day guys, welcome back to another video on My Blue Heaven, the channel that never sleeps. And maybe my videos put you to sleep, which is rather ironic, given this is a channel that never sleeps. What am I talking about? Who knows? But this is another video, a light-hearted video, in a new segment, selecting AFL football teams based off a theme, and trying to match AFL players' names, and they have to be at this stage current AFL players, not players from yesteryear. I might get to that in future episodes, but players who are playing at the moment, they're listed AFL players in 2025, and matching them to a particular theme. This is the second video I've done. The first video, the theme was crime, and I must admit that was a kind of an easy one to start with. This theme I'm going to do is really current, given what's happening up north at the moment. And as I speak, the AFL are probably postponing a couple of games in opening round. That is the Essendon and Gold Coast game on the Saturday, and the Geelong and Brisbane Lions game at the Gabba to open up the year, because of Cyclone. Is it Cyclone Alfred? And what's going to happen with that? It just sounds like, oh my God, you know, the winds and the rain and the floods and all that type of stuff. So this theme is atrocious conditions or weather conditions that you may face in a football game. So how it works is I've got to select a team of 23 players, including the sub and a coach, based off players' names, which are linked to that particular theme. Now, this was a difficult one, guys. It was really difficult. And I haven't actually named this segment yet. So if you've got any ideas, any quirky ideas, creative ideas, catchy ideas to actually name this segment for me, I would love to hear your suggestions. So put those in the comments below. And if you've got some players' names that you can link to inclement weather or atrocious weather, or just weather in general, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well, because I may have missed one or two or three or four. And I must admit, this was a bloody difficult one. This one actually kept me up at night, which is pretty tragic, isn't it? I've become a little bit obsessed with this, like really obsessed, which I probably shouldn't be admitting on this channel. So if you could keep that sort of quiet and not let anyone know, I would appreciate that as well, because yeah, if I'm becoming obsessed with doing something as silly as this, then I'm probably not pulling my weight around the house. So please don't, please just keep it between us with this. So the theme this week, or today, is inclement weather, and I've got to select a team, guys. I've got to select a team, and it's got to be a proper team. Players in their right positions. Like, you can't just chuck, like a centre half back at, in the ruck or at full forward, because you can't find a full forward. So it's got to be like pretty much spot on. And I think I've done a reasonable job with that. Where I've got the names sort of right, I've had to take a fair bit of license with this one. But there's going to be a long year. So I need to break up the serious stuff, particularly with Carlton, with some light-hearted stuff. And that's why I'm doing this. So let's have a look at this team that I've put together based off the theme of inclement weather. So here she is. The 23 which will take the field to take on any football conditions, guys, that is thrown their way. We'll start at the back line, as we usually do with this. We've got Brodie, Huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in from the West Coast Eagles. At full back, we've got Sam Severe Frost, the veteran Hawk. In the other back pocket, we've got New Hawk and former Saint Josh Battle, the terrible conditions. On the half-back flank, we've got Lachlan Ash Wednesday from the GWS Giants. We've got Alex Piercing Wind from the Fremantle Football Club at centre half back, and on the other half back flank. Now, this is where he's going to play all his football, I reckon, in 2025. We've got Dylan Shield from the awful weather from the Essendon Football Club on the other half-back flank. Across the centre line, he's a beautiful kick, this bloke. We've got Hurricane Farrell, from the Port Adelaide Football Club. In the guts, we've got Marcus Windhager from the Saints. And on the other wing, another left footer, we got Jacob Weir Overflow from the GWS Giants. On the half forward line, we've got Carlton Hardnut and former Cat Lockie Extreme Fogarty from the Blue Baggers. We've got Swingman. Now, this bloke's a swingman. I know he plays down back, but he does occasionally play forward as well, and he's in a bit of trouble at the moment. We've got Noah's Ark Bolter from the Richmond Football Club. We've got new Fremantle gun. He's a gun, this bloke. We've got Cyclone Bolton from the Dockers. The full forward line, we've got Cam Freezing Rayner from the Brisbane Lions. Love this one. Like, if it's cold and wet outside, what do you do? Guys? Daniel McStay under the roof at Marvel from the Collingwood Football Club. And in the other forward pocket, we've got emerging key forward Josh Cyclone Tracy from the Dockers. On the followers, we've got Max Gawn with the wind. He'll be the captain of this team. We've got Caleb Kicking with a strong breeze from the Fremantle Football Club. And new pie and former Giant Harry Slip Perryman from the Collingwood Football Club. The interchange bench, we've got Trent Flooded Rivers causing mayhem from the D's. We've got from the Tigers, Sam broke its banks and flooded the ground. We've got from the Essendon Football Club mid-season draft pick from 2024, Sard Blowing and Al Howling Gale. And the other player on the bench, we've got Taj Not Too Hotten for footy. And the sub is Reece Torrance of Rainwater Destroyed the change rooms from the Brisbane Lions. And the coach. I'm giving highly rated Hawthorn assistant David Hailstorm from the Hawks a go at coaching this team. Tell me what you think. Catch you soon.